If you are doing what everyone else is doing, you're invisible. Let me say that again because it's important. If you're doing what everyone else is doing, you are invisible. Hello, I'm Penny, your direct selling success coach, and welcome to this week's podcast. This week I am talking about personal branding. So I am going to say that line again. If you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're invisible. And I actually shared that line in a post on my Facebook profile this week. And it really got me thinking about something that I've been talking about for years now. And that is this question. Tell me down below if you've heard me talk about this before. Are you a purple cow? Now stay with me here for a second, because I promise this will make sense. I want you to picture this. Picturing, right? You're driving past a big green paddock or a field. It's full of cows. We've got brown cows, black cows, white cows, speckly cows, right? And they kind of all blur together, yeah? You barely even notice them. But if there is one purple cow, if there was one purple cow standing in that field, you'd spot it instantly, wouldn't you? You wouldn't have to try. Your brain would go, oh, what's that? How funny would that be if we saw a purple cow in a field? And that's what standing out looks like. And honestly, that is exactly what we need in direct selling right now. Because Facebook, Instagram, groups, parties, inboxes, it is one big noisy field. And so many women are just selling. There are so many posts. There are so many offers, so many last chance, shop now, new catalogs, sell instant. I want you to have a think. Have you been doing this, right? And if we're doing what everyone else is doing, we just become another cow in that field. Invisible, right? Not because you're not capable, not because you're not working hard, not because your products aren't amazing, but because you end up looking and sounding the same as everyone else. And that's the bit that no one really teaches you. Now, when I first started indirect selling all those many years ago, I can't believe it was back in 2006, and I spent 16 years in the business, ending up building a multi-million-dollar direct selling business. Absolutely loved it. Never would have imagined that I would have been able to build it to that level. But I honestly, when I first started, I thought success meant copying what everyone else was doing. Using the same scripts, posting the same things, saying the right words. I thought, well, if it worked for her, I should just do that. But here's what happened. It felt awkward, forced, like I was trying to wear someone else's clothes that didn't quite fit. And my confidence actually dropped, right? And I will share, the woman you see today is not the woman who got into direct selling back in 2006. I will share that with you. And what that also proves is you can build your confidence, right? You can. And I work on that with my Beehive program clients. And I love seeing their growths in confidence. But let's stay back on track, right? When you're pretending to be someone you're not, you actually never feel good enough, right? And I hear that from so many women, right? And it wasn't until I slowly started showing up more as me, my personality, my stories, my way of talking, that things started to shift. And I do that still to this day, right? People started messaging me more. Sales felt easier. They came easier. Potential team members reached out to me, not because I suddenly had better products or a better offer, but because I became recognizable. I became the purple cow. What does being a purple cow actually mean? And I want to explain that for you, because I think this is where some women get confused. They hear stand out. This might be you, and I want you to have a think about this one. You know, I love you having a think about what I share with you in these podcasts each week. A lot of women here stand out and they think, oh gosh, I have to be louder, or I have to dance on reels, or I have to overshare my whole life. I have to be super confident and outgoing. No, that's not it at all. Being a purple cow doesn't mean being the loudest. It means being the most you, right? It means being memorable. It means when someone lands on your profile, they think, "Oh, I like her. I get her. She feels like my kind of person." Right? Like you want to feel like someone's cup of tea, right? I talk about that a lot as well, being someone's cup of tea, right? And that's personal branding. And personal branding is simply this. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. It's the feeling people get when they see your name pop up. It's the vibe of your posts, what you share, your values, your voice, your energy. And it's not a logo or a fancy graphic. Don't get me wrong. I love Canva, right? But personal branding is you, okay? It's you and your personality coming through, showing through, and that's what people will connect with. You'll hear me talking lots as well about building know, like, and trust, because it's when people know, like, and trust you that they will make purchases from you, book events with you, want to join your team, become a VIP customer with you, recommend you to family and friends, and all the things that you want them to be doing, right? So let's talk about why this matters so much, especially for sales and recruiting. I'm just going to pause and have a sip of water. So here's the bit I really want you to hear. And because this isn't just a nice to have, it's actually directly connected to your sales and recruiting. Okay. When you blend in, people price shop. They ghost you. They say, I'll think about it. They buy from whoever messaged them last, right? Because let's face it, there are hundreds, thousands, even millions of places that people can go and shop either exactly what you are selling, exactly the same, or something very similar, right? And when you stand out, however, people choose you, right? So even if someone else sells the exact same thing, if you have built that know, like, and trust with them, you've become their purple cow, right? Even if someone else sells the exact same thing as you, they say, I'd rather buy from her. I trust her. I feel comfortable with her. I feel confident in her and what she's telling me and what she's offering and what she's sharing, right? And the same is happens with recruiting as well, okay? People don't join the person with the longest compensation plan explanation, right? Okay? They join the person that they feel connected to. The one they think, I could see myself working with her. I can see how she would support me, show up consistently to help me in growing my own business as well, right? That's when you're going to get people joining your team, right? Look, when they see that, that's not strategy alone, right? That's not just your strategies. That's about connection and that's about your personal branding. It's that purple cow energy. And you really need to remember that, okay? Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, okay, Penny, I get it, but where do I even start? So let me keep this really simple and I'm going to share 3 small shifts that you can actually make straight away. First one, share more of you, not just your products. I want you to share your story, your why, your lessons, your everyday life. People connect with people, not catalogs, right? Second thing, stop copying and pasting everyone else's words. Okay? Write how you talk. If you wouldn't say it out loud, don't post it, right? Your natural voice is your superpower. And this is also one of the reasons I love Facebook Lives. Lives are just a brilliant way. It is like a fast track to building know, like, and trust people, right? Know, like, and trust with people, right? Third thing, stand for something. What do you want to be known for? Is it about confidence? Is it about community? Is it about fun? Is it about simplicity? Is it helping busy mums? Like, what is it all about for you? What is this is about? What is your why? And what do you want people to know about you? Because when people know what you're about, they remember you. And that's important, right? As we've been talking about, you need to be the purple cow in a field of dairy cows. You need to stand out from all the gazillion, let's call it gazillion, bazillion places that people can go and shop either exactly what you offer or something really similar. It really does make a difference when you have built your personal branding, right? So this week, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go and look at your profile, your Facebook profile, your Instagram profile, or your Facebook customer group with fresh eyes, right? And ask yourself, if someone new landed here today, and hopefully you are attracting new followers and you are attracting new members into your Facebook group, right? Because that's what you want. You need fresh eyes coming in, right? If someone new landed here today, would you look like every other dairy cow in the field? I want you to ask yourself that. Would you look like every other dairy cow out there in the field? Or would they notice you? Would they remember you? Would they feel something, right? Would they feel a connection with you? Because you don't need to be louder, you don't need to work more hours, and definitely you don't need to be someone you're not. You just need to stop hiding, right? You need to be you. Okay, it's the best thing it's the strongest thing that will make a difference to you in your direct selling business, right? The women I work with inside my world, especially inside my Beehive membership program, this is exactly what we focus on. Building the confidence so you can go out and be you, right? So you can be that purple cow, and learning what those right Facebook strategies are so you show up clearly and consistently in a way that feels like you, right? And that is when everything starts to click. So, are you a purple cow, or are you still blending into the field? I know what you're capable of being. I know that you can do this. I know that you can make this change. And I want you to step into this change. I want you to become that purple cow in a field of dairy cows, right? So if you feel you need help with that, reach out. Okay, let me know, send me a DM, and let's have a chat. Now, remember that if you have enjoyed listening to this episode, to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share the link with a friend. And of course, if you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, be sure to do that so you never miss an episode. And if you're new here, don't forget, there are lots of episodes that you can go back and binge listen to and pick up lots of my great tips and advice that you get every week in my weekly podcast. I will see you next week for my next podcast, or maybe I will see you sooner inside of my free Facebook group. And if you're not already in there, be sure to look for that link down below and come on and join in. See you later. Thanks for listening.